Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Daily News, Everyday News, Breaking News on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Today is the 8th of December 2021. How are you guys doing? So this say at the same streets. Guys, I subscribe to the channel and remember guys to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Prince Miller Entertainment. We are also available on a Facebook group which is Prince Miller Entertainment TV. We are also on Twitter at P Miller ENT. Follow us on Twitter and we follow back and welcome to another edition of our daily news, everyday news on breaking news. And so here's the latest from the government. The time is coming when only those are vaccinated against COVID-19 will be allowed to use public transport, and to make this practical, government will soon have vaccination point at bus terminals so passengers can be jabbed quickly, easily, in readiness for that day. With Zimbabwe now seeking a fourth wave of infection measured by the rapidly rising number of newly daily infections over most of the past fortnight, Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Service Minister Monica Mchangwa said after yesterday's cabinet meeting that the regulations contained in Statutory Instrument 267 last week will be strictly enforced. Those formalize the need of vaccination cards to drink in bars and nightclubs and eat in restaurants, enforce long-standing regulations on masking, social distancing and other public health measures, extended the curfew to 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and enforce the existing 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. business hours, which includes the business hours of bars and clubs. Government will establish vaccination sites at the main intra and intercity bus terminals to ensure that those not vaccinated but wish to do so can have doses administered before they board the public transport. Please note that there will be a time when people will not be allowed to board public transport without a valid vaccination card, said Minister Mchangwa. CARE will continue to collaborate with Minister of Primary and Secondary Education on vaccination blitz of school children aged 16 and over, almost all of whom it was previously announced have had at least their first dose. As of November 6, 2021, the country's cumulative COVID-19 cases stood at 141,000 with 128,000 recoveries and 4,713 deaths, while the country rate stood at 93% with 7,922 cases still active. In terms of vaccination, a total of 3.8 million first doses have been administered, while 2.8 million people have received their second doses. Minister Mchangwa said there was an increase in the number of jabs given in the past week, rising from 148,980 the week before to 190,899. Another 1.2 million doses of the Sinopharm vaccines were delivered on Monday, the first half of the next batch of 2.5 million doses bought by government. The other 1.2 million were expected before the end of the week. The country is also expecting a donation of 1 million doses from the People's Republic of China. She noted present stocks are more than adequate to ensure those who want vaccination can get it, and new deliveries basically ensure that stocks are kept up. Mr. Mchangwa said Zimbabwe has adequate stock of PPEs, sanitizers and medicines required for supportive management of COVID-19. The country has been making notable progress in its first fight against the COVID-19 pandemic, with vaccination figures among the top 7 in Africa, a feat that has earned much praises from the international community and the World Health Organization. And so guys, that's the latest here. They're saying that days are numbered for unvaccinated commuters, and although no one has been forced to get vaccinated, but soon you won't be allowed to board a public commuter zopco area usina kubaiwa. And they will be putting some of the stations by my bus stops and nepa main like pambari papa kanoti panakopa kabana papa, then pongota nanonga chongobaya vanhu, so that vaya vanonga kubaya vaya vasina kubaya can easily get access to vaccines. And so munozona say ngatitaure in the comment section. This is a daily news, everyday news, breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. And so next year change chiona hurumende ichito enforce those kind of regulations munozona sei. And this is a daily news, everyday news, breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Tell in the comment section, and remember guys to like, share and comment and follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and also on our Facebook group, which is Prince Miller Entertainment TV. And munuwese gabaywe, munuwese ga vaccinate, munuwese. And yes, daily news, everyday news, breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Bless.